and then we know Chidori would be the cause for this, right? And
No, we know. No, that's not what we know. What we know is if you use Chidori, it would obviously take chunks of your chakra away. But what I'm asking specifically is why do you think... Pause. Shut up then. I'm asking, why do you think taking chunks of chakra makes him inherently slower or weaker prior to the final collapse?
I'll just attack that argument head on because there's better feats.
Because there's what?
That would be an implication for it. He has better feats.
What? Yeah, I need evidence. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, sure. Okay, let's get into my argument then. Sasuke scales to weightlessly, who scales over these characters?
Sasuke scales to who?
Weightlessly.
Give me a scan.
Sure. I'll just send it. Hello, can you send a statement? Easy cups.
Oh, Tanwin, please stop saying easy cups.
And one statement. I already sent the Chidori that part.
Yeah, no, I'm looking for the one that says that Sasuke relative to weightlessly.
Okay. Hold on. You guys didn't finish the point about what feats he performs. As you about to get into that now?
Yeah, that's what I'm getting into.
He already stillman that D1. Like he's arguing. He's stillman that, and he's arguing that because Sasuke scales to weightlessly, that means he's going through new scaling. He's basically dropped to what he was arguing before.
That's not what I'm doing at all, bro. That's not.
It is because you.
Let me sum up what happened. Let me sum up what happened. Hold on. I'll let you explain. I'll let you explain afterwards. Wait, Monlem. Okay, all I'm doing.
He's destroying it. He's literally trying to.
He's literally moving on from this in order to propose an argument that justifies. No, I'm not. Because the argument is to justify what we're discussing.
That's exactly what a stillman is.
Hold on. Okay, I'm not dropping it then. I'm not dropping it then. That's all my point.
You just dropped a stillman, thanks.
I just dropped the still retard, dude. You're a retard. We can move on, bro.
You just literally just find what a stillman is.
You're horrible.
Are you gonna get the scan?
Like, how?
I sent a scan.
Where? Oh, in scans or main chat? I was looking at main chat. What scan did you send?
There's this statement and the one that was just sent in chat too, where that one's from I think the data book, and then this one is the one from the series directly, where it just says that's practically the same speed as Lee without his weights, like a consistency. I hope you look at the consistency. You're like, oh, okay, that's fine. Instead of giving out that argument.
Okay, well, there's two issues with this. One.
Oh my god.
Yeah, there's two issues with this. One, I already explained why Sasuke wouldn't be weaker. So this is this is almost begging the question because you're using this as evidence to say Sasuke is not weak or not actually.
You didn't give a defeater. Are you insane?
My defeater was I explained how chakra works and how chakra reduction works with Chidori. It would take chunks of chakra. Can I finish? You keep cutting me off, so you're not allowing yourself to hear what I'm saying. Yeah, so I explained how Chidori would take chunks of your chakra, but Sasuke, prior to collapsing, you haven't proved that his stats would actually decrease. So there's no evidence that Sasuke is in any way weaker. All we would say is he maybe has less stamina and he could fight for a less period of time. But that doesn't mean that inside that. Okay, shut the fuck up so I can.
Okay,
thank you. I'm saying we know Chidori takes chunks of chakra at a time, but this is just chunks of his reserves. It's stamina based, right? And what you're trying to argue is that because there's less chakra, that means his attacks, punches, kicks, and speed is all weaker, which I'm asking you to prove. And you're not.
I agree that there is a correlation between.
You're not actually proving it.
Hold on.
Okay, so if you agree to that, no.
Oh my god, D1, just mute him, bro. D1, he's not even letting me get up parts of my argument.
If you agree,
he's not even letting me get up parts of my argument, bro.
Wait, Tanwin, wait.
Hold on, let him finish. Let him finish, Tanwin, then you can respond after Monlem. Make it quick.
What's he doing? What the fuck is wrong with him, bro? If you're agreeing with the fact that that's how chakra works, you're conceding to the point that Sasuke would not be weaker. So you're already agreeing to my argument, and that means Neji would win. If you agree, like you can't have these two things can't exist. You cannot say Sasuke was weaker and then say Chidori reduces stamina, because those things can't exist. You'd have to prove him using Chidori makes all his future attacks slower and physically weaker. And you're not getting that. You're ducking.
And I'm gonna make my argument now. Stop rambling.
It's a weak argument.
So basically, okay.
Good luck.
Stop rambling. Okay. My argument is basically that I agree. Chakra would be a sub.
I know you agree, bro. You're getting
oh my god. Chakra amplifies you, right? If your chakra reserve is lowered, right? You have less chakra to amplify your body with, right? And I'm providing another reason as to why the Chidori is what weakened him by giving you feet. Now, instead of arguing the feet, because you know you can't argue against them, you're just going back to the primary point and just questioning the same thing. I'm trying to prove to you. So if you want to move on, we can move on. I've given my arguments.
That presupposes that in order to use a like jutsu or a punch or a kick, Shinobi put 100% of their chakra into each attack, which I would need proof for. So go ahead and get me that. You got 5 minutes.
That's not a requirement
That's exactly
of my
what
argument.
you said.
That's not a requirement of my argument.
Is. The whole chat can hear you. You just presuppose that.
As long as the Chidori
you literally just said, wait. You just said, hold on, D1. He's switching the goalpost now. He just said, D1. He said, the less chakra you'd have, the less chakra you can put into jutsu. And I'm saying, well, no, that would just mean the less maybe jutsu you can use, or the less amount of time you can actually fight. And in order for his argument to go through, he'd have to prove that the more chakra you have is the more chakra you can put into a single attack. And that's not what he's proving. So we can move on, honestly.
So, hold on.
That you're just not attacking
all I'm saying is, let's say you need to use like 30% of your chakra in order to create like your normal attacks and shit, right? In order to amplify normal attacks. I'm saying we don't have a full quantification. We don't know X, right? X being how much chakra he has right now.
So then, how are you? I'm saying
again. Yeah. Wait. I'm trying to justify this via feats, right? I'm not going to give you a number. All I'm saying
I'm not asking for a number.
X is below the point where your speed and your AP.
So how can you say the feat? How can you say the feat in the fucking against partial Gara is below the feat against normal Gara? How can you say that?
If I'm accepting your scaling, which is not Neji to Naruto over or like relative to Gara, and then Gara.
This is the same thing. What you're saying right now? Wait. What you're saying right now is the same thing, bro. Because you don't know how dumb you sound. You don't know.
You gotta let him go. I'll let Tanwin go.
But what he's saying is retarded. What he's saying is so dumb.
Let me finish, dude.
Oh my gosh.
I can agree with your scaling, right? That
I know you
Gara
do.
Would be,
you lost.
Hold on. Gara would be over Sasuke in this situation, or relative to Sasuke. But what I'm saying is, this game's only consistent if you're using a fatigued Sasuke, because we know normal Sasuke scales above this. I don't disagree with your scaling.
How are you saying it's above this? How are you saying it's above this when that's a stronger Gara?
Are you retarded?
That is a stronger Gara. He's more connected with his tailed beast. That's a stronger Gara. Okay, so what variable outside of Sasuke are you using to say he's he was stronger?
At Neji, Gara isn't involved. The stronger Gara fighting a weaker Sasuke. I don't care.
And that's what I'm putting. So here's the issue. You're saying you're using feats, and then you switch into statements when you realize you fucked up. What you're saying right now is equivalent to what you're saying. Be quiet. Let me finish. It is the lead. There's a lead statement. That's exactly. It's a statement. It's a statement.
No, it's not.
Statement. It's stated by guy. It's stated by guy. It's a statement stated by guy. It's stated by guy. Why are you like being? Why is he being so semantical? I'm not denying that.
Okay, cool. We can move on.
Okay, so what you're saying is basically you're oh my god, it's so fucking stupid. Like you're arguing that
bad, bro.
I'll put into real examples for you. Someone like I don't know, Nate Diaz. We know he's someone who has a fuck ton of stamina. He throws a lot of punches throughout the whole fight. What you're suggesting is maybe in round 1 he would be faster than he is in round 5, and I'm asking for proof of that, and you're not giving me that proof.
Dude, I've given you so many things to keep in mind, but you're ignoring every one of them. We can move on, dude. Next point. Yeah, Lee's over Neji. Lee's over Neji in speed. Lee's over Neji in speed.
No, he's not. Show me what.
Yeah, it stayed at unparalleled speed.
It stayed what?
It was unparalleled speed.
It's also stated that the statements which just
What statement? What statement?
Hold on, let me get it for you.
Go ahead. You go to the scan servers. Go ahead.
Facts. Anyone got that statement where Lee said he like needed 5th gate for Neji? And it's just also narratively suggested throughout part 1 that like Lee was just scared of Neji, getting bullied by Neji. And, Neji would beat the shit out of him. He would like train and stuff for Neji. But I mean, you already lost the last point, but I'll just keep smacking you in the head for fun.
Why slapping? What the fuck?
Yeah, you're gonna... Can someone drop that scan? The scan where it says, Lead needs 5th gate in order to be Neji. Because that would debunk the unparalleled speed. Or make it a hyperbole. Why is Tanwin typing in chat? What a weird kid.
Oh, bitch. Focus
even
on
your best friend, even your best friend Auden said I'm winning. How does that feel?
Auden like everyone knows his beat.
Yo, even your best friend said I'm winning. That's a fucking W.
Alright, good pick, Ryder.
Fucking W. W Auden, bro. For once. It's the first Auden W I've seen. Are you gonna... Can someone drop that scan for me? Like, what the hell?
It doesn't exist,
man. It does exist. Someone send the scan where it says he was saving 5th gates for Neji. Can anyone send that scan, or can anyone vouch its existence? D1, can you vouch? Hello?
D1. What scan, bro?
The scan where it said he needs a 5th gate. He was saving 5th gate for Neji, and he.
You want that scan?
Yeah, I don't disagree.
Can you vouch its existence?
I don't disagree.
Can you vouch its existence, D1?
Yeah, I know. I'll vouch for it.
Yeah. So we know 5th gate is a mode which amps.
Yeah, it's also the key to defeating Neji.
Why are you speaking over me? Can you just wait? Just pause. Can you pause? Can you just chill? Chill the fuck out.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Okay, thanks. So as I was saying, yeah, he was saving 5th gate for the nigga Neji. We know 5th gate is a ability which includes speed, as well as AP, but it's highly focused on speed. That's where every time they mention the gates, there's always a speed part included. There's always speed mentioned, or speed's implied, or there's like flickering on the screen. There's always a speed related implication from a storyline. From a storyline basis. So if you're gonna suggest, if you're gonna pause, if you're gonna suggest it's just AP, I need proof of that, because it could be overall.
Sure.
That's fine.
This isn't a defeater.
What's not a defeater?
The argument you just made is not a defeater, because
the argument I made is exactly
because I think the reason is AP and not
I'm stating it's both, and you're saying it's just AP. So give me a reason, because that's a valid defeater.
He can be surpassing Neji in speed in weightless, which again poses the least amount of contradictions, and then also in this version he could be getting the AP needed to defeating Neji, because that's what's stated as well. The key to defeating Neji is the Lotus, because in order to defeat someone you have to harm them to the point where they're knocked out or killed, right? So your AP, I think that's what's being taken into consideration.
What the Lotus does is you're throwing blows at someone repeatedly before they can even react. It's a volume attack.
I agree.
It's like, Shustin, shut the fuck up, bro. You're pissing
me off.
You, dude. Shut up.
I agree with you.
Stop speaking, bro. Do you want mute him? Like, why does he keep speaking every time I'm trying to go? This kid's pissing me off, bro. I'm about to fucking shoot him in the back of his neck.
Your ass. Go ahead.
Blood.
Do you want mute him, bro? Like, I'm getting tired of this fucking virgin. Pissing me off, bro. This fucking queer. This lame ass, bitch ass nigga. Fucking pissing me off, bro. I'm about to flame his shit. This hideous ass nigga. Anyways, bro, as I was saying, let me chill. Yeah, bro. So we know it's a volume attack, which is heavily influenced by speed. And for you to say it's just the AP, what you need to do is demonstrate that in the weightless form, Lee's physical attacks have no effect on Neji, which I need you to get.
Wait, say that again? Because I don't think it's a defeater. Let me say that again.
So your argument was, in weightless form, he can be faster than Neji, correct? That's what you're saying. Okay, cool. And I'm saying, well, in order for that to be true, what we need to know to say your argument's valid is his physical AP cannot affect Neji when he's in weightless form.
That's not what a requirement of that is.
That's exactly a requirement. Because if he can, well, prove that. Prove it's only slightly. Because that's what your argument suggested.
Again, regardless of how you want to put it, this wouldn't matter. It doesn't. Hold on. Regardless of whether you can damage him slightly or majorly when he's in weightless, as long as it's not enough to kill him, that's fine. Because my argument is he's just faster, but he gets his AP.
What are you using to prove that? Okay, you're jumping.
Prove what in specific.
I'm asking you to prove. You're saying, oh, it could damage him slightly or damage him a lot, but it might not be enough to kill him. You keep using terms like might. I need you to give me concrete evidence. What are you using to say that for sure?
Again. The only reason I'm using might is because this is something we don't know, but regardless of our knowledge on this doesn't matter, because my argument is fifth gate is enough AP, weightless is enough speed. Whether he can damage him AP wise when he's weightless is irrelevant to the argument. You're rambling and you want to bring this
weightless is not enough speed, and I already told you that.
Because we know basing this off of fifth gate requiring AP.
No, because we know he was scared. We know Lee was scared of Neji the whole time. So
yeah, because he can't beat him.
Wait, let me. He could have beat him. He could have just kept. Wait. How do you think Neji beats up Lee when every time they train? You think Lee's just fast enough to run away? Fuck no, bitch. Gets the shit smacked out of him. He doesn't run away.
He doesn't give up. Lee keeps fighting, and he would lose.
But your argument is that weightlessly is so fast he's faster than Neji, and I'm saying we know that's. Shut up. Do you want to mute him? Why do I have to?
That Indian warlord, Monlem.
Do you want to mute him? Like, just mute him for the next 10 minutes, bro. I'm about to do a podcast.
You want to go on a chattering train?
Mute him, bro. No, bro, you keep speaking, bro. It's time for you to get muted.
Monlem chat, bro.
Alright, then be quiet.
Blaze that nigga, Mon.
Yeah, so, as I was saying, you keep arguing that, fifth gate only brings in the AP, it only brings in the AP. Well, we know that's not the case because we know Neji was beating Lee's ass every time they would train and spar each other. We know Lee's fucking scared of Neji's bitch ass, right? And if Lee was as fast as you're suggesting, Neji would never have been able to land a hit even when they spar, because Lee would have, guess what, been able to just move out of the way, Floyd Mayweather style. If Lee was as fast as you're suggesting, even if he doesn't have the AP required to fucking kill Neji, he would have still been dodging his hits, right? But guess what, pussy? Hold on, pussy? I'm not done. I wasn't finished. Hold on to that. Let me finish. But guess what, pussy? The fact is, Lee's not as fast as you're trying to suggest. You're making a disingenuous argument because you know Neji was beating his ass every time they spar, and it's stated. Okay, and I can get that. That's why. Wait. And that's exactly why Lee states that the fucking strongest ninja is someone on his own team, and it's Neji Hyuga, and he has the best taijutsu because he's always smacking him Lee with it. And I can give you that statement. It's in general chat. His general statement.
That's fine. Can you mute? I'll let you speak.
I'm not getting muted.
I'll let you speak. Okay, let me make my argument now. Okay. If you want to say that if Lee was fast enough, he would have dodged all of his attacks. Sure, he can be faster substantially, but doesn't mean he's fast to the point where he won't get hit even once. That's like you can hit someone in many different unconventional ways, but regardless, that doesn't matter because at this point I provided you two statements, not two. I can get you another one. There's a bunch of statements that put him at unparalleled speed in comparison to Neji. Your defeater, right?
If they're unparalleled, wait, those two can't exist, bro.
I have a firm statement. Hold on.
No, that's a shotgun.
I have a firm statement. I have a firm statement.
Shotgun. Bitch ass nigga. I don't need that. I don't want to hear any of that. Stupid ass nigga. Shotgun. Your grandma's shotgun.
It's not a shotgun. Regardless.
Can your grandma moderate? Can she?
Everyone wants to listen. Just turn Monlem down and just like turn me up. That one has a loud mic and he has no debate.
Can she moderate?
Get that nigga Tanwin!
Anyway, I'll just get to the point where I was making is that I have two firm statements. You're trying to present a contradiction. You're unable to present any sort of contradiction. So you say, okay,
you're rambling,
thing, right? That's trying to defeat my speed argument. You're retarded, dude. And I already said these are mutually exclusive. Your argument for Lee not being able to beat Neji works alongside what I'm arguing. These aren't mutually exclusive properties.
Yes, they are.
It doesn't matter. I only give you a likelihood argument of two firm statements that provide consistency.
Do you want moderate, bro? He's rambling and he's not listening.
Dude. You're horrible.
They're mutually exclusive, and you keep cutting me off, and then you complain that I'm not letting you speak when you just go on a tangent. So I'm gonna explain why they are mutually exclusive because that was a horrible.
We can finish this debate, bro. We can wrap it up.
Yeah, you can concede. You're already lost. But anyways, as I was saying, as I was saying, the reason they are mutually exclusive is because you can't be unparalleled with someone and then be, oh, they may hit you sometimes or their hits might not hurt you. Those two things can't exist, bro.
Why?
The fact is, if Lee's unparalleled and unrivaled and all these statements that you're taking hyperliteral, if these statements were true and we're supposed to analyze them as hyperliteral statements, Neji would never be able to touch him in sparring. But what we know is that Neji would beat the shit out of him and he was scared shitless.
Unparalleled literally
let me finish. What are you doing, bro? D1. Can you mute him? Can you mute him?
Not on his level.
Bro, I'm just going to mute each one of y'all when y'all talk because y'all both doing the same shit. When he talks, you're cutting him off. No, I'm saying you're both doing. No. You're both doing the same shit. So let each other talk.
No, bitch. Get the fuck on. Alright. You do your job, D1. Fuck, nigga.
Alright, Princess, we can go to conclusions after this.
Alright, so I'm gonna finish my last point,
alright, you suck.
So yeah, if some, oh my god, in Naruto, when someone's like unrivaled or unparalleled, there's usually like a tier gap. For example, when Kakashi was beating the shit out of like Sakura, Naruto, and Sasuke, when they're all getting, that's unrivaled. That's a demonstration of unparalleled.
I don't care for your standard, dude.
Can I finish? D1, why is he doing it? Can you see? It's him. Every time I make an argument, he's scared to hear it, bro. He's scared to face it, bro. He's scared to react to it. He's literally running from me.
Finish.
Okay. So yeah, that's a literal demonstration of a tier difference, right? Unparalleled, unrivaled. But if something's rivaled, it means it's there's a fucking competition, right? It's competitive. If something's rivaled, if something's parallel, it's competitive. But you're suggesting Neji and Lee can be competitive, maybe not that much, but you're suggesting they can be a little bit competitive in sparring, and then you're saying there's a statement which says he's unrivaled. Those two things can't exist, bro. Like, that doesn't make sense. It doesn't.
Okay, now it's my turn. Keep in mind, now it's my turn.
Sense. But you said you were done. Why do you have to have a turn?
Yeah, of course. I said I was done until you gave a new argument. I thought the debate was done at that point.
That was
you want to present a new argument.
You just kept cutting me off.
No, you extrapolated on a previous point. That is still a new piece of evidence that you're using in order to substantiate your argument. So we can get into that now. Regardless, I don't think this is a defeater. The definition for unparalleled is literally no one is on Lee's level, right? Which is fine. Neji can be below his level and still be landing hits on him. Your standard for that, he's just completely bitch him. This is an unfounded standard, unreasonable standard. I don't care for your standard. I gave you an argument, given a definition, which is the more likely interpretation. So we can just finish this debate up now, bro.
I disagree, and I'd say stop insulting me. I disagree, and I'd say my standard is more likely because we know narrative. You haven't responded to this narratively. Every time Lee mentions Neji or his speed or anything he's taijutsu, there's always a sense of I'm so scared of him, and this has happened multiple times. I've sent these scans in chat. The statement where he mentioned Fifth Gate, it was like, oh, this is my best attack, and I've been saving it for my biggest rival, Neji. That's a rival. So Lee himself calls Neji his biggest rival. And there's a statement which says, let me finish. It's the same point. And then there's Lee. Stop it, bro. I'm about to what the fuck? Don't make me open. Don't make me open ripcord, bro.
Yeah,
don't make me open ripcord.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Right?
I'll dismiss the second one, bro.
Ripcord on this.
Go ahead,
yo, Chad, you guys remember ripcord? Anyone remember ripcord?
You're losing anyway. It doesn't matter. You're losing.
Alright, anyways, you're getting destroyed, Doug. This is not even close. As I was saying, Tanwin. As I was saying, yeah. So we know Lee, literally, every time he speaks on Neji, he's scared. He saves his best technique ever for Neji. He mentions that Neji's his rival, but there's a statement that they're unrivaled. So we know the statement's hyperbolic. It shouldn't be taken literal, because Lee himself said, "That's my rival." He would not make a statement like that if there was this massive gap you were speaking about. All right. So
okay, let me make my argument now. If you want to say that, okay, there's two factors. I have it tagged. Did you said that? Okay, wait. You said Lee's below Neji. Lee's below Neji in speed. I agree. It's in terms of taijutsu. There's nowhere that implies speed whatsoever, right? And the speed argument. If verbatim
taijutsu is
Lee
speed.
is no, it's not inherently just speed.
You need to use your speed to land the time.
Neji's it doesn't matter. Hold on, let me spin you down again so I can just get to it. Anyways, back to the argument I was making. So all I'm saying is when it comes to rivalry, Lee and Neji can be rivalry in terms of combined aspects, AP plus speed. But I'm saying in just speed, and that's what Guy Steven says, when it comes to speed, unrivaled speed, unparalleled speed, it's pretty consistent that Lee's over Neji in speed. So I don't care for your stupid argument because you're not defeating what I'm saying, and you're actually horrible.
You lost.
Wrap it up.
You lost.
We can wrap it up. We can wrap it up.
You lost.
We're done.
You lost.
We're
You
done.
lost. You lost.
We're done.
You lost. You lost. You lost. You lost. You lost. You lost. You
We're done.
lost. You lost. You lost. You lost. You lost. You lost. You lost. Alright, let's do it. Alright, you lost. You lost.
The recording saved. That's done.
You lost. 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 You lost, bro. How does it feel to lose? Give me a post